All right. So now I want to come down and I want to coach. Let's bring up the house lights. Let's see. We got, okay, seriously, we're coming down. All right, so I'm going to take some questions quickly. Oh, wait, shit, I forgot the microphone. Can somebody grab the microphone for me and follow me? I don't think I can climb back up there. Thank you. Give her a round of applause. Okay. Thank you. So you got an opportunity to ask a question. I want you to notice something. As I move toward you, you're going to get nervous. Everybody here has something that you would probably like advice on. Could be anything from social media to anxiety to anything. And if you're sitting there thinking about it, that tells me you didn't learn shit. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right here, sir. You're next, ma'am. Yes, sir. Hi, Kevin.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Kevin!
So in thinking about everything that you've delivered, when did you know that you actually loved what you do? And how does that motivate you each day?
When did I know I actually loved what I do, and how does that motivate me each day? I think that it's when people started to write and share how some of the simple things that I'm doing are changing their lives. It's the impact for me. And the other thing that I'm going to tell you, though, is that the more successful I became, guys, the more miserable I became. Because like so many of you, I eat what I kill. Being an entrepreneur is the most amazing thing in the world, and it's also really challenging because it can be really lonely. And you also are probably in this business because you think that your worth is dependent on how much money you make. And I was guilty. I think anybody who's an overachiever, you learned in childhood that you got a lot of praise when you were winning. And so it was the impact in other people that really flipped the switch for me. But it's very recently, and actually this was during COVID. How many of you had a huge reckoning about what mattered to you during quarantine, right? And many of you are probably still considering what you're going to change. And so for me, I started to realize, wow, I've been so busy, and I think it's been the way I've covered up the fact that I'm kind of lonely. And I've chased this sort of external thing instead of really working on here. And so it's when I've made big changes recently and got very honest with myself that I needed to figure out how to run the business smarter so it didn't dominate my life. I still am a competitive motherfucker, and I'm still out to win. I just want to be smarter about it, right? Yeah, that's it. It's recently. Yeah, yeah. And what is the biggest challenge in your way right now? Like, what are you getting from what you just learned here? How are you in your own way? We all want to hear it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just not thinking and acting, like raising my hand. Right?
Yeah.
That's what pushes you forward.
Yes.
I think, being selfless is really important for us in our business.
Yep.
Making sure that I can't hear myself anymore. Okay, so a little nervous. No, but just making sure that what we're doing matters. It's not, to your point, about how much we make. It's the impact that we make. And I think that comes from listening. And if you actually listen, you uncover so many other things that the person's actually not thinking that they need.
Yes.
So that's how we find what they want.
Yes.
Because we actually pay attention. So it's like being in the moment, not 2 moments beyond.
Yeah, and it's hard.
It's super difficult.
Yeah, I have a feeling you're going to do it.
Thank you.
So here's how you can use the 5-second rule for that. When you catch yourself 2 steps ahead, instead of being laser in the moment, just switch gears. The more you count backwards, guys, to yourself, the more you'll be able to do it without counting.
Awesome.
Awesome. You got this. Oh my God, I got a hug. Oh, yes.